Good morning, good evening, good night. I'm...
You're not gonna say it.
And she's... Yeah, welcome.
And this is...
I already said welcome to Occult Class.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was the first thing I said.
I thought you just said... Oh, okay, maybe
no, not maybe. That's
maybe
the first
I
thing
just
said.
heard only good morning, good evening, good night, and that's what I only heard.
Well, this week, we're your phantom hosts. We don't have names.
We don't have names.
I believe... Do you have 2 topics and I have 1?
No, I have one topic.
Reverse that? Yeah, I have 2 topics, you have 1. So I guess I'll start. Write it right in there.
How did you forget you had 2 topics? I thought you had your notes here.
No, see, I foibled the wording, and I knew I had 2, but I said you had 2.
Oh.
I reversed it. That was my accident.
It's okay.
You want to hear about an equine or a demon first?
Sure, let's go with the demon.
All right, we're going to start with the Pishacha.
Pishacha.
The Pishacha are 1,000-year-old creatures, often translated to flesh eaters. They're demons that appear in Hindu mythology.
Ooh.
Yeah, their origins are obscure, but some believe they are created by Brahma. But another myth, or theory, I don't know which of these is the correct terminology, is they're created and are the sons of Krodha, literally meaning anger or wrath in Sanskrit, or Daksha's daughter, Pishacha, sons of her. They are creatures of humanity's vices, so they're not super great.
No.
Typically associated with being feminine.
Mm-hmm.
They're described with a dark complexion, bulging veins, protruding, swollen red eyes.
Oh.
And they're active during the late hours of the night. And they have their own language known as Paisasi or Paisaki.
Okay.
That's it. You're not wowed by them?
No,
yet?
they have their own language.
Wow, they're cool. Yeah, isn't that neat?
That is so weird.
Yeah, you don't normally get, no one talks about how Bigfoot has his own language.
No, I'm trying to think. Is do you think this could be a tribe of people
From hell?
From hell? I mean, I guess. I was also looking up the pictures because I was just like, what the heck does this actually look like? And no,
kind of looks like an oni.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an oni, but
not as red.
A blackface oni.
Yeah, right? I thought that too. I was like, wow, weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, hey.
Yeah.
They like darkness and are depicted haunting cremation grounds and cemeteries and stuff, Spooky. They have the power to assume many different forms and become invisible. They feed on human energies, such as insanity or corruption of innocence. They are also able to possess humans, alter their thoughts, and create that which they feed off of, such as mental abnormalities, insanity, and even suicide.
Oh.
Yeah. According to some myths, anybody who sees them is doomed to die in 9 months.
9 months?
Yeah, 9 months. They're the original ring, but they gave you a long time.
They give you extra time.
Yeah, plenty of time to, dot your T's. Dot your T's and cross your I's. Classic.
Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you'd like to keep them away, you could give them a share of offerings during certain religious functions or festivals like Puja or Puja. I don't know how to pronounce it, as usual.
It's probably Puja.
Yeah. Indians, in fear of the Pishacha, will offer rice at crossroads in a ceremony that is repeated for days, because you'll meet them at crossroads sometimes too.
Oh.
Some mantras and protective charms and chants are capable of helping you. I didn't find any specific.
They can help you. No help.
Yeah,
we have no help for you guys. I'm sorry. I
Find
was
someone who knows a mantra or protective charm.
I was planning
or just give them some
spice
rice.
for you guys.
Feed them some rice.
Feed them
They'll
some
be
rice.
stoked. They are not exactly demons like the Rakshasa or others, because they are described as far more malignant. than even the vilest, malevolent beings. So they're like super whack.
Okay. They're just the most evil of evil kind of thing.
They suck. They're huge jerks. And the term Pishacha is occasionally used in regards to almost any and all evil spirits in India. So they're their own thing, and they're also just the colloquial. Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people think they're linked / you know, what are those lights that you see in cemeteries? Will of the Wisps,
yeah,
I think?
I almost said the Japanese name. Yeah.
What's that?
What, Hitotama?
Oh, there you go. But some people think that they are connected to that because they are often seen in cemeteries and stuff and other things. But that's about it for them that I found. This was actually a recommendation. I think it was Rusho, but if I'm wrong, please yell at me in the comments.
Yeah.
For some reason, fun fact, every time I tried to look up my topics, they were by listeners, and every time I tried to look them up, I could not find the goddamn episode they're from, and I clicked every single episode multiple times. They're like, where?
It was probably like a response to something, right?
Yeah, I found them multiple times, and then I forgot to write them down, even though I looked them up like 4 separate occasions.
It. Except you don't screen cap it like the you don't.
I use 2 monitors, so I'm not downloading the whole screen cap software.
It's a part of your computer, you dumb.
It's not a part of my computer because it's not there. It's plug-in, I bet. I'm not doing it.
It's not.
I'm lazy. It is. My computer's different than yours anyway. What do you have?
I don't know. It's a Alienware.
I have Windows 10.
Oh, sorry. I have Windows 7.
Yeah, so fuck you. I might not have it. I might take it out because Windows 10's awful. And sometimes it just resets.
That's true. Right, yeah.
And as we reset off of this horrible tangent, my first topic is done.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah, that was it. The Pishacha's teeny.
Okay, well,
I couldn't find him in my book.
Really?
In my demon book, but I'm pretty sure it said it was in it. But I'm pretty sure multiple times that demonology book, all of the fucking pages are wrong in the back, in the index.
Oh, the index is completely wrong?
I think it's wrong. And for some ungodly reason, the numbers are on the top middle of the page.
That's obnoxious.
A lot of times they're gone because of titles and other things they put there instead. So I'm like, what?
That's so weird.
Where am I now?
That's so weird.
It sucks. It's awful.
I also have books now. I have books, guys.
Yeah, Christine was given books for her day of...
I got Day of Birth. I got The Dark Side of Japan,
she stole from me.
Ancient Black Magic and Folklore Rituals by Anthony Cummings. And I got...
Ew.
Cummings. Not Cummings.
Yeah, ew.
Whatever, it doesn't really matter.
You said ew, gross.
Shut up. And The Book of Yokai, Mysterious Creatures of Japan and Folklore by Michael Dillon Foster. Though I think I kind of prefer The Book of Yokai to The Dark Side, but I like them for different reasons. But mine, I'm actually going to make reference to The Book of Yokai for my topic. I'm doing the Zashiki Warashi, which is actually a yokai that I've read upon before any of this, because of course.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I have a great fondness for them because they're kind of they're not bad in a sense.
Plus, if you want, go watch Houzuki no Reitetsu and get to season 2, and they appear.
Yeah, so
they're really cool.
I guess I'll start with.
Oh, please, yes, go.
Zashiki Warashi are also known as Zashiki Boko, Heya Boko, Kura Warashi, and Kometsuki Warashi. I think originally, considering this is Boko, I'm like thinking like Boku, but like it means parlor child or little boy. They're actually mostly seen as boys, but in media we always see them as girls. Probably because little girls are cuter to people, I guess.
Plus, you can't. Do they wear the same clothes?
No, actually, they don't wear kimonos. The girl ones don't wear kimonos.
What do they wear?
They wear the chanchanko, like, you know, the vest that Kitara wears from Geki no Kitara.
Oh, they wear that ugly thing?
Yeah, just the vest. That's it. That's all they wear.
The boys or the girls?
That's what the girls wear.
What do the boys wear?
It didn't really mention. I guess from the illustrations I saw, they mostly wear like just clothes, like kimonos and hakama. just normal clothes.
Hmm.
I know, it's very strange. But anyways, these are children spirits, or like just yokai that look like children. They're said to look from the ages of 3 years old to 13. Which I thought was
wow, that's an old ass child at the
weird.
end. Huh?
Like, it's like, what? Okay. And they're supposed to be helpful spirits. If they come into your house, you'll never really see them. But they do play tricks in your house. Like, they'll like open and close doors, and way back in the day, pillows in Japan were like these like weird stands with a pillow to hold up your head. It's really strange. They look weird, but they'd flip those over while you're sleeping, or just while you're gone. They'd like mix up beds, and like they'd just be silly. They'd just make messes and be silly and stomp around at night. But if one enters your house, your business and your house will prosper. But if they leave your house, that's where the problem happens. Then your house will lose all the prosperity. Like, you'll start to owe money, and just like work will be bad, or maybe even health will be bad after that. So you have to keep them in your house, basically. So you had to like leave offerings, like little offerings, like toys or extra food, and things. They're mostly associated with the Tohoku region of like northwest Japan. But like that's like the normal one with the boys. But in Aomori Prefecture, that's where you get the girls. The chanchanko that they wear is like normally red. Though we do see them like in media, they look more like dolls, which I think is very interesting. They look like traditional Japanese dolls, which I guess makes sense because Japan has this like really big belief that children's spirits will inhabit dolls. That's why they have those like doll burning ceremonies. I think we talked about that with Hanako-san.
Probably.
Yeah. The reason that they show up, like the reason that they exist, is kind of hazy. Like, we don't know if they're just like yokai or they are spirits of kids, but they are said, some are said to be spirits of kids, because of people doing mabiki or infanticide, killing children.
Yeah.
Which actually saw a depiction of Zashiki Warashi because of that. If you watch the anime Mononoke, not Princess Mononoke, but Mononoke, the first 2 episodes are about that. Spoilers. But it's really interesting because it has to do with like these like children's spirits being like, I just wanted to be a kid. You aborted me. And then, yeah, it's very interesting.
Pretty sure there's a whole like economy in some temples and stuff for infanticide and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to pay to get little charms that save your dead baby soul.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. There's
after,
literally temples for everything.
Stuff. Yeah, I think there's a big money boom after. Off of the dead babies, you get to buy the thing that keeps them happy in the death.
Well, there's like midwives that practice like abortion wasn't like not seen in Japan. Like, they would eat poison. Like, I think they mentioned that in Houzuki, like the Houzuki plant is poisonous.
Oh.
It's pretty. It's like the Chinese lantern plant. And the bulb inside, if you eat it, it is poisonous. I don't think it can really kill you, but it can make you fall really sick. But they would use that to have abortions because it would kill the child. Because you're poisoning yourself. So it's pretty terrible. And they also had things where they like literally rip children out of you. Like a midwife would like stick her arm up there and tie a rope around the baby's neck. By baby, I mean not really a baby yet. And like rip it out of you with a rope. Sounds
Metal.
just as terrible as it seems. But I've seen that in documents and stuff like that. So that's horrific. And not good for anyone involved. But yeah. It's a thing that happens. Everyone has a way to do these things. I'm glad that there's a safer way now that won't kill humans. Adults, I mean, the person pregnant. Yep, that's my story. Just Zashiki Warashi. They bring prosper, and if you let them leave, then you will fall into ruin. So keep them in your house.
Don't let them leave.
Don't let them leave.
Give them lots of candy.
Yeah, candy and toys and rice.
Toy candy.
Food. So, what's your topic? The second one?
It's about a horse.
Great.
By a horse, I mean a mule.
Great.
You ready?
I am ready.
The Headless Mule.
Ooh.
It's a character in Brazilian folklore. Theorized to be from medieval origin and brought to Brazil in the early colonial era, 16th century or later. The Headless Mule is not your classical cryptid because it's not a monster from birth, but it's a curse. But not a curse like the vampire. It's a curse you cause on your own. And it's caused almost exclusively to women who have unchristian love for priests. So, ladies out there, don't fuck your priests you turn into a horse without a head. Tip 1 from Bob. You heard that, Christine?
I think
don't go banging your priest.
I think priests are safe. I'm gonna say that right now.
Actually, funny enough, there is one. There's
one priest that I really like.
No, there's one version of the myth where the priest is the one who sinned, and he's turned into essentially the Headless Horseman.
The guy who mounts these things. Yeah, okay.
What?
Because he'd be mounting the horses or donkeys, right?
I have no idea what you're trying. No,
No?
I don't. You sure? Do you mean does the Headless Horseman ride a horse? Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
You guys, listeners, you know what I mean. Wink.
I don't think you worded that weird. I got confused.
Maybe because
you said does he mount these things? I'm like, what things? The monster? No, he has a normal horse, but he has no head.
Oh, okay.
And he just rides around on his normal horse with no head. Isn't that weird?
Why didn't he become a horse?
I don't know.
You know, there's a
weird.
headless.
Why does he have no head?
There's a headless horse in Japanese folklore as well.
God, well,
I was just
have
reading
a couple
about
other
it.
headless horses down here too. They're all mules in Spanish-speaking lands, apparently.
Well,
It's odd. Or Portuguese, if you're from Brazil or Portugal. They're close. The mule's appearance varies from region to region. Gray, black, sometimes with a white cross on its chest. Silver or iron horseshoes that produce a hideous trotting louder than any horse is capable of creating. It is headless, but despite this, it still neighs very loudly, and on occasions, moans like a crying woman. Go ahead, Christine, do your best impression, go.
whoa.
Okay, well, doesn't that tingle your spine? Hear that at night. That's the Headless Mule. It has a bridle in its non-existent mouth.
What?
And, yeah, it shoots flames from its non-existent nose. Or straight from its neck hole.
How do you...
Hmm?
Does that mean somebody got confused by headless? Does that mean that somebody just went like, somewhere where the head is, there's just flames coming out of its nose?
Well, yeah. Again, I'm confused by what you mean.
Okay, because I'm imagining it's headless, and we don't know where the head is. So how are we supposed to say that it comes out of its mouth or anything? Or are you saying that it's invisible, but where it should be, the flame is coming out?
Yeah, the flames
I was assuming that there was a head somewhere else, being like, "What's
fucking Christ?" Yeah, someone hid the head and it's just spouting flames.
Exactly.
Oy, oy. If you see this scary headless mule, it's best to be avoided. Your only options are to be brave and cure it, or lay down and hide.
Cure it?
Otherwise, the mule will trample you.
Cure it?
Yeah, you can cure it.
How do you cure it?
There's a couple ways.
Oh.
So this is a woman who cursed through a sin she willfully committed, but he got mad because she was like, I don't care, and he's like, fuck you, you're a horse now. So if you're gonna remove the curse, here are your methods. You can temporarily remove it by taking a needle and pricking the mule so it bleeds. You gotta spill some of its blood on the ground.
Is it like currently charging you though?
Yeah, no, it's trying to kill you.
You're
trying to stomp your face in.
Matador it, and you'd be like, "Ole, stab."
This method with the needle will alleviate the curse until the pricker dies, or he leaves his parish.
Huh?
That's a church thing. I don't know. The second method is tying her to a cross.
Yep, gonna tie this donkey to a cross. That's gonna be pretty hard.
Tie her to a cross. That's gonna work until next sundown or dawn. Until dawn, because you normally find her at dawn. So if you wrangle her real quick, you'll turn her into a human till the next dawn if you do the cross thing.
Could you, while she's tied to the cross, do the needle thing and then cure her for forever, pretty much?
Probably. I think I might have even mixed these up, but I'm not sure.
How did you? Okay.
But yeah, like you said, probably do both. Honestly, if you can do one, you could probably get the other one done.
Yeah.
There's a more permanent cure then. Another one that you would think, if you could do the first two, why not do this one? Remove the bridle.
From its mouth?
Rip it out of its mouth, take it off of her. She won't turn back into a horse. As long as you live, or unless you put it back in her mouth.
Why would you put it back in her mouth?
Yeah, you're all catty. I don't know.
That's stupid.
Like,
I'm gonna turn you back into that monster that's gonna terrorize me.
Got you. Normally, because her curse sucks so bad, if you do this, she'll be super, super thankful, repent for her sins, and offer her hand in marriage. So say, hey, I fucked up, my bad. She looks to the heavens God. I'm gonna chill out and not fuck any priests. Would you like to marry me? God doesn't fuck around.
God, jeez.
Yeah. There. Like I said earlier, there's another version where the priest did it. So he just becomes headless and rides a horse around. Mm-hmm. I didn't find out ways to cure him, but I assume it's the other, but in reverse. So if you're a young lady and you want to save a priest, you probably won't be able to marry him, because priests don't get to do that. But you can save him. You might get bonus heaven points. I don't know how that stuff works. You'd have to ask a priest.
Yeah.
I always figure it's like a scale when you get out there and he's just
like
chucking
a thermometer, or like
scale.
that like carnival game where you hit it and it's like, yo, you got this many God points.
It's like that pan in Kid Icarus that you fill with hearts, and it's like, oh, you got so many points.
Ooh, I played Kid Icarus.
It's similar to two other myths. The Muladana from Catalonia and the Alma Mula of Argentina. Can you guess what they are?
Mulia? Mule? Is it?
You're getting closer. What? Yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing?
I don't know.
This one was a headless mule. You want to guess what these next two mules look like?
Is it going to be a mule with a beautiful human head? Because that'd be hilarious.
Ooh, you got one. What about the second one?
Oh no, is it like Is it a woman's body with a mule head?
Oh, no.
Or
There is a creature like that. I didn't actually look into it, and I forget where it was from. It might have been Native American, or not native, but a native one.
Okay.
Because it might have been in Spain natives, or even South America. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this one of them was, though. You think there's a beautiful woman, and you walk up to her, and then she turns around. She's the face of a horse or a skull. I didn't write down the name because I didn't think you'd bring it up. Oops.
It's okay.
So let's. The Muladana
Muladana
is a mule woman,
Mm-hmm.
but this time it's a mule with the head of a woman.
Okay.
This time, she was cursed by the entire fucking town for being irreverent and irreligious. She was not waking up on Sundays. She wasn't using her prayer beads. She wasn't baptizing all the babies. So they
Oops.
said, "You're a horse now."
That's me.
Yeah, you're a horse. You wander the mountains at night
No wonder you hate
with
me.
trains of mules. So your goal as the Muladana is to sneak into the large herds of mules that the muleteers have.
Yeah.
So
Muleteers.
the mules aren't fans of the Muladana. You frighten them.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why.
The Muladana will cause stampedes. So much so that sometimes the whole herd will run into a ravine and die.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Muleteers feed their mules Muladana-shaped bread to hopefully get them used to her preemptively.
Really.
Yeah, so like, see this bread? It looks like a mule with a woman's face. Not scary, right? They feed it to her. And then the mule's like, yeah, ain't nothing. And then they see it and they're like, holy shit, gross. They run off a cliff.
It's like Unfun Men. They're like, oh my god, it's Unfun Men.
Muleteers also like to repeatedly count their flock or herd to make sure there's not an extra mule in there that's got a human face. Because if there is, you'll get out of here, you creepy horse.
Mm-hmm.
Half horse demon. So that's what's funny. Now that I think about it, a mule.
See, I'm also again
She'd be-
so reminded of a Japanese spirit called Kudan, which is a cow with a human face on it. That's supposed to
See, that's
tell
not as
predictions,
scary.
though.
Oh yeah.
It's
you
pretty
said
much
this
yeah.
stuff
It's like
before
it's
somewhere. You
born
told me
out
that.
of like it's just born. As soon as it's born, it only has like a few minutes to live, and with those minutes, it tells you a prediction or like a vision, and then dies.
Yeah.
And it's really terrifying because it's just like, I'm covered in blood, and I'm like, "Bleh. You're gonna die. Your family's gonna fall into ruin, blah." And then it dies.
That's fine. Yeah, but the Muladana is half horse, half donkey, half human.
Okay.
Isn't that scary? Yeah.
Ah.
You ready for the third
Sure.
one? The Almamula. Are you gonna guess what this one
El
is?
Mamula. What?
Almamula.
Almamula. I don't know. Mula, I assume
Alright,
it has to
fine.
do with, again, like a mule, but
Yeah, it's still a mule. Yeah.
but Alma, I have no idea.
All right, you can't guess what it looks like, but do you want to guess what her sin was?
Sex, probably.
You're almost there. But who specifically did she sleep with?
A priest, probably. Or,
Got one of the three. You want to keep going?
I hope not anything worse than, like, nothing bad, right? Like, not, like, horrible things that would send you to prison nowadays. You're not joking?
Well, it depends. I don't know the actual laws of it.
Okay. Oh,
The 50 states are all separate, so I'm not sure. But she slept with a priest, her brother, and her dad,
ooh.
and she didn't regret it. Didn't care.
regret
So
it.
God
it's
cursed
not like
her.
oh no,
No.
this woman got raped by her family.
No, she boned him. She was stoked. It's weird, right? She was like, I don't even
that's-
care.
that's
God,
the thing
fuck
that-
you.
People do.
So God, before her death, he turned her into a dark gray-colored mule dragging heavy chains. She's very dangerous.
Okay, so I have a question. So she gets in trouble.
Mhm.
Does her family get in trouble too? Because they were like,
No, they might have regretted
they
it.
might have regretted it.
Yeah, they might have regretted
Okay.
it.
Fair.
Who knows?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's terrible.
She'll kill anyone she encounters in the mountains at night. She travels the mountains normally, but on stormy days, she will travel to town and to the nearest church, and then leave and do her next round.
So she just shows up and is like, "What up?" And then she goes.
Yeah, like, I'll fucking kill any. Her screams, caused by her stepping on her chains and pulling at her poor body, horse body, are so scary that it freezes the blood of all who hear.
She's not like human-headed as well, right? She's just
straight up mule.
A mule that screams like a human.
Yeah, we got a headless mule. We got a human mule face. We got a mule. Her eyes are red as blood, and they release flames along with her mouth. If you can use her chains to tie her down, it'll complete the ritual and send her to heaven soul cleansed.
Okay.
But if you harm her, you're gonna receive the same injury you inflicted on the horse, you dink.
What happens if you just tranquilize her and tie her up?
Christine, this is a ghost. This is a cursed ghost demon lady. I don't think tranks work.
No, it sounds like she's more of a monster than a ghost.
Yeah, but that depends if you mean ghost and monster aren't the same thing. What if they're from the same material plane of a spooky town?
Ethereal, you mean? Like something that
incorporeal? Spooky town. No. I'm pretty sure I meant spooky town.
Spooky town. I see.
New term coined on Occult Class.
Spooky town.
The fifth plane. Spooky town.
Spooky town.
Yeah. So
then I take you to
all three
spooky town.
Myths from different places involve a lady turned into a mule because she pissed off God in various states of strangeness. And you could probably save him if you try hard enough, if you feel like it.
Yeah.
But otherwise she'll kick your ass.
I was gonna say, like, I don't want to get kicked by a donkey is the thing. I don't want to get down there with a donkey with like chains going on. That would be like cool. So extra things to hit me in the head. Great.
Yeah, no, she'll probably just step on you first though, because horses and mules are pretty tough. But that's my mule story. That's my horse / donkey sex into a mule stories.
That one.
That's how you get a mule.
Seemed more like a demon too. Like it just seems like something you'd be calling a demon.
Yeah, but she's not though. She's a cursed human.
I guess so. It's like the La Llorona mixed with like a Jersey Devil-ish kind of thing to me. Like it makes you think it's like a ghost.
I mean, Jersey Devil's technically also a human.
Really? I thought it was a demon.
It was a baby. No, Jersey Devil's a baby, and she said, "I hate my baby. I hope it's a gross demon.
You're gonna have to
I hate
do
my
episode.
13th baby."
Please do an episode of the Jersey Devil because I mean,
one day.
Please.
Why don't you do it? If you like it so much, you could learn something.
I want your sultry voice to tell me the story.
Ugh, my voice sounds like fucking McElroy. It's awful. I have a bad voice.
It sounds like McElroy, and everyone hates the McElroy.
But not as good as the McElroys.
Your voice is fine,
dear. McElroy.
Your voice is nice. Don't you worry.
All right, in the comments, please tell me how awful my voice is.
His voice is
and prove
awesome.
Christine wrong. And also, please give topics, and then
do that.
Hopefully I'll remember your name because I forgot, but I'm pretty sure it was Rusho.
It's probably Rusho. Rusho does all his suggestions.
He's amazing. He does a lot of topics. Yeah, a lot of topics that just seem really easy to grab on.
And thank you, Rusho, for the present.
Oh yeah, our birthday was a couple days ago.
Yeah, our birthday was a couple days ago, and I got a rice cooker from Rusho because he's amazing.
Hey, now you can cook the rice and keep away the Pishacha.
I cooked the rice tonight and it was amazing. I cooked it perfectly. I'm very happy. I'm a happy camper.
All right, I'm gonna coin for the final goodbye. I'm Bob. That's Christine. Here's a new segment. It's called Bob's Cooking Corner.
No.
I'm gonna tell you a secret recipe in my book.
Okay, what book?
Recipe 113 of Bob's Delicious Cooking. Take 13 pounds of rice, place it deep underground, and come back in 3 years. Dirt rice. Bye.